In front.
Now, this is a very important article. One of the guys showed me in the PMC. It shows you all the latent male hostility that has not only always been there throughout history, but is ramping up now. This young man, let's see, Max Thurnell Reed, who was only 15, talented 15-year-old, was accused of asking to touch a girl's breast and was treated like a monster before the suicide. This was at a sleepover, and he hanged himself after he was vilified on social media by his fellow students. So this was his friends that he partied with, and they slept over. And whether he did or not, he was accused of asking, so I don't know if he even asked. And that was enough for them to harass. So these people are always willing to turn on one another. So his own friends. Now, the police investigated, who concluded he was not guilty in any way, shape, or form. Of the complaint was dropped and the hearing was told. But despite this, the teenager was vilified on social media and like toxic, vile messages from fellow pupils. Wow. His mother, Tracy Stevens, sobbed as she told the inquest how her son was frightened of going to school after the situation. It was like a witch hunt. She said after 4 weeks leading to his death, messages received ultimately led to his decision to take his own life. Now, this is what I have to say about parents. You will not see in this article his mother, Tracy, demand that these young people get punished in any way or form. Not only is she not asking for charges to be pressed, which there should be, she's not even asking for these young people to be expelled. The parents are in on this. I want you to know this. Although he's been joking with his father, Jonathan, he was found dead in his bedroom by his parents on May 4th last year. The couple were left traumatized after they tried to resuscitate him. Wow. So like, again, wow, what's the parents? You know how parents say, I would kill to protect my son or my children? Doesn't turn out to be the case, does it? When female privilege comes along. If women are attacking men, it doesn't matter if you're a son. Now, look, the 10-year-old pupil was described by his teacher, Michael Biles, as a brilliant student, someone you would want to have in your class. Really? Well, Michael Biles, did you push to have these students expelled from school for what they've done? Or press charges? These people are criminals as far as I'm concerned. They purposely cause someone's death. So the teachers are involved too. The teachers and the parents, as soon as their sons are the ones getting attacked by girls, and these white knights are just, let's face it, agents for the girls, they just put up their hands and say, there's nothing we can do. This cotton picker didn't know his place. Now, we'll get to the rest of this. Now, in regards to allegations, in some cases, even the complainant does not want to take further actions. The police will still take that action. That was not the case here, and we were aware of that contents. In other words, this was a joke of a complaint, and the police should never have even shown up. The police should never have shown up. And the police, believe it or not, they're involved too. They are male hostile, and they'll attack a white knight for women at a drop of a hat. But this was so flimsy and embarrassing, they didn't want to involve themselves with it. Because the one thing the women will do, I should say women, the one thing their parents will do is probably go after the police. Now, despite this, Max continued to face harassment. He was treated like a monster, yes. I'm just repeating myself. Let's see, but this is the important part. Another important part. She added he was a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community and went to the Pride March in 2019. Now, I've said this in other videos multiple times. The LGBT is male hostile. The bisexual men, the gay men, and the trans women are just attack dogs for the LGBT. The LGBT hates them just as virulently. They use them and say we're actually hate the cis heterosexual men, but they're lying. They hate all men. And Max here got a full dose of it. Now, on the day of his death, Max had a full day planned of counseling and drama. And despite being reassured that the head teacher would meet him at the school gate to accompany him to class, he became increasingly anxious and not go in. Meaning what? Increasingly anxious, you mean he showed up and the teacher wasn't there like he said he would be, or she. His counseling was also counseled by the counselor at the last minute. Holy shit. Really? Shows you what the schools are involved. The police are involved and the parents are involved. Everybody is involved. They will not press charges against these young people. They will not expel them or put any kind of consequences to them at all. Because to do that would be to fight against female privilege. They want girls to have the privilege to attack guys relentlessly. Now, hopefully they will reflect on the power of their words. Yeah, they are reflecting. They're reflecting and saying, wow, we got someone killed just by ranting on social media. And we didn't suffer any consequences. Well, we can do it again. Everyone knows it's historical fact that the actual witch hunts, witch trials back in the 1600s, there was a case where young girls would exercise their authority by pretending that they were in pain, and they would accuse one of the adults in their own community and get them hanged as witches. Now, why do you think that the young girls have changed psychologically from the 1600s? No. It is important that people realize the consequences of social media culture. Well, if they want to realize consequences, they have to have consequences put to them, and none were. I don't think Max did anything wrong and things got out of hand. No, Max didn't do anything wrong and things didn't get out of hand. They attacked him and they caused his death. I am so sorry. I don't think his death was necessary. Really. So if Max had not asked his permission and just copped a feel, do you think his death was necessary? What an incredibly insulting thing to say. The only good thing that came out of this has been a reflection of power of words. Nothing good came out of this. Nothing. Only harm came out of this. They got this guy murdered and they'll probably do it again. And look, a GoFundMe page was set up for donations to Young Minds. So the Young Minds are making money off this. Are Young Minds going to this charity? Are they going to push the police to press charges against these young people? Are they going to push the schools to expel these students? Are they going to press the teachers, or I should say the boys' parents, to take legal action against them? No. So they're just making money off this. Now, I'll end it by showing two comments. Let's see, where are we? Yes, Stephanie Louise, at least he asked, and she got 4 thumbs up for this. What a disgusting, vile thing to say. Stephanie Louise. Arthur Dent, he's in the other extreme, he's better. Surely there is an online record of his accusers. Why aren't these budding misandrists being charged? Actually, they're not budding, they are misandrist. And he's right. Why aren't they being charged? And that is the question of the day. And I've already answered. This young man did know his place. People are male hostile. The LGBTQ are male hostile. And as soon as he let this guard down, all these vicious misandrists that were waiting attacked him. And let me tell you something. He just happened to be the first one to try it. If his other fellow pupils had tried it, they would have been the ones attacked. These people are man haters, period. And they're always chomping at the bit, waiting for someone to let open, the door for them to attack. And this is only emboldened them. What all that the people didn't do, the schools didn't do, the teachers didn't do, the parents didn't do, the police didn't do, has emboldened them, and this is going to ramp up even further. Okay, that's the end of this.